All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, Most Reverend Hierarchs, Your Eminences, Your Excellency Archbishop Migliore, Apostolic Nuncio, Permanent Observer of the Holy See to the United Nations, Your Excellency Mr. Strobe Talbot, President of the Brookings Institution, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to be here on behalf of the Secretary General, who is today out of New York, to be here on the occasion of the prayer service for the UN community here. I'm particularly grateful to do so in the presence of His All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, to whom I express my deep respect for the moral leadership and practical efforts on environmental sustainability and climate change particularly. Climate change, as you all know, is an important priority for the Secretary General because it represents an abiding priority, the abiding priority of humankind today. This planet is ours. It is the sole abode of humanity. We thus have a paramount duty to preserve it in a state conducive to the well-being of current and future generations. Patriarch Bartholomew is an inspirational voice in the fight for this common cause that I am honored to share today. I now read to you the message from the Secretary General. I send greetings to His All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew and to all the participants in this annual prayer service. As a secular organization, the United Nations has no common religion, but as humanitarians, we too, like all major faiths, work on behalf of the weak, the disadvantaged, and those who are vulnerable to violence, disease, and disaster. And we share the same ethical foundation, a belief in the inherent dignity of all individuals. If ever there were a time for unity among religions and peoples, it is now. We must be united in purpose, united in action. Our world is beset by multiple crises: volatile energy prices, food insecurity, the flu pandemic, the global recession, and climate change. All demonstrate how closely our fates are linked. Such challenges demand our full collaboration, all nations and peoples working together for common solutions. They demand a renewed multilateralism. Multilateralism is not just about governments. It is about all of us, individuals, businesses, civil society, and faith-based organizations in every region. We all have a stake in our common future. Multilateral cooperation founded on common but differentiated responsibilities can help us to address climate change and our many other challenges. In just 6 weeks, governments will meet in Copenhagen to find a way forward on climate change. The goal is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and assist the most vulnerable to adapt to inevitable climate impacts. Copenhagen provides a unique opportunity to prevent further damage to our common home and to define a more sustainable relationship with our planet. I urge you to make your voices heard loud and clear in the coming weeks. We need a global climate deal that is comprehensive, equitable, and ambitious, one that involves all countries working towards a long-term goal to limit global temperature rise to safe levels consistent with science. I call on the industrialized countries to take the first steps forward. Reasons of equity and historical responsibility require no less. But all countries must do more. Political leaders must understand that the public expects action now. Faith communities can help to deliver this message. Let us work together for a safer, healthier, more equitable future for all. Mr. Ban Ki-moon, Secretary General of the United Nations.